I'm Greg. I'm the Senior Editor and Translator for English at Luisa. I've been with the company now for 12 years, a bit over 12 years. Mostly my job is a mixture of translating and editing, and I work closely with our junior translators as well. Languages are something I've been involved in for a long time actually. I started in high school in Australia. From year 7 to year 12 I studied Japanese, Italian, French, Latin, a bit of German, a bit of Spanish. Not Estonian, but I ended up in Estonia after living in Italy for a while. And I've just always had an interest in languages. And so I started out here as an English teacher, and then, 12 years ago I found my way to Luisa. To be perfectly honest, I can't remember, because I started working with Luisa in summer 2005, I think. And I just started doing little bits and pieces of work. I'd sort of studied Estonian independently at home until I sort of got good enough to try translating, because I've always had a thing for writing as well as languages, so they sort of come together. But then I just offered my services to Luisa on a full-time basis, and that's how it started. I think it's a difficult question because, well, it's an easy question, it's difficult to answer because I think unless you're a translator of literature, your name doesn't tend to get known at all, pretty much. In that most of the work I do is anonymous. But that said, I do think that it's nice to be able to do a lot of stuff that keeps sort of the wheels turning in business, in government, in tourism, that you're doing a lot all the time that actually makes a difference. And I was thinking about this recently, that even in tourism, for example, if I translate a menu, it doesn't seem like much. But then if a tourist goes away from Estonia thinking, well, that was all really good, and their English is great and blah, blah, then it can actually make a big difference to the country when we all do that as a whole. Well, to start with, obviously, you have to have the language skills. But I think you've got to have a feel for writing as well. Whether that be all different styles, or if you do one particular thing, maybe law or something, then you have to know the formal style. Or I do quite a lot of press releases and articles and things like that, so you have to have more of a that kind of style of writing. You have to know that as well. I think you just mostly have to have a love of languages, really, and wanting to share that with people. You have to be creative, I think, but disciplined as well. You can't make a translation too much your own. I mean, it still obviously has to be what was in the original, but I think you definitely need both of those in good measure. Yeah, creativity and discipline.